This light and flavorful Indomie Tomato Chicken Soup is sure to keep you warm, full, satisfied, and craving for more. I tell you, it's now like one of my family's favorites. We just sort of got tired of eating Indomie noodles the normal way, and we're like, come on, can't we do something different? And it came out so good, and it's sure to be a hit on your children's table and any other person. If you want to see how I made this soup, keep watching to the end.
You are watching Jeruka's Infusion.
One of the major ingredients I used for this Indomie soup is tomatoes. I will introduce you to the rest of the ingredients. So I put a pot on fire and I added a lot of water and it's simmering. To that I added my tomatoes and some extra tomato water. And then next I am going to just add some habanero pepper, onions I cut into chunks, a chunk of garlic and some garlic and a chunk of ginger. Next I had this chicken breast I had cut into small pieces like this, and I'm going to add into that mix. Next I'm going to add my seasoning cube. I added one, but I added one extra off the camera, and then I added some black pepper and I added some soya spice. This soya spice, you can get it in ShopRite or in some supermarkets, and it's already pre-made. I added some paprika for extra color and extra pepper, because if you notice I just put chunk of pepper so you can break it into your soup if you want it to be spicier than it is. Now I'm going to give that a quick stir and I'm going to cover and let that cook for about 10 minutes. Now I cut my Indomie and kept it aside to make it easier for me to use when it's time. Now after about 10 minutes of this mixture boiling like this, because we want the tomatoes to be soft and tender, now I'm going to add all my Indomie spices. I'm not using any extra salt for this dish, just the Indomie spice and 2 seasoning cubes. So now I give that a quick stir and then I let it cook it for an extra 5 minutes, and then I'm going to introduce. I am Jeruka and I love to cook. I also love to inspire. I believe in the infusion, the connectivity between food and talk. I see food and cooking as a way to connect, to get people to share their stories and speak their truth. Welcome to Jeruka's Infusion, your number one stop for food and a dose of inspiration. Jeruka's Infusion. Enjoy what you eat. Speak your truth. My Indomie noodles at this point. Now Indomie noodles is like my favorite. I have tried other Nigerian brands of noodles, and I tell you, I still prefer the texture of Indomie, and I still like the flavors, the seasoning better than any other I've tried. So now I am just going to cover and let that cook for an extra 10 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on how well cooked you want your Indomie to be. So I am just going to check back, and my Indomie is almost done. Look how beautiful it's looking already. I tell you, the taste of this Indomie is shocking. So next I am going to incorporate some vegetables, and I have just broccoli, actually a vegetable, and then I have some boiled eggs which I am going to introduce into the soup, and it's just going to make it so delicious. So I'm just going to let that simmer away for a little bit so that all the flavors can infuse some more into each other. This soup just gives me joy. Anyway, so our cauliflower is simmering away and just getting soft and tender. So at this point, we're going to just dish our soup. you just want to get in every single piece of ingredients into this, and you want to add enough broth to this because the broth is what will carry the noodles. Yum. Now we have our delicious Indomie noodle soup, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new, and to my old subscribers, thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.